Good morning, YouTube. This is ChaCha from Sister Cousins. I'm coming to you today with, uh, well, I'm having an issue with radiation that I'm taking. I'm going to have to take a break. Radiation is actually making me sick. Um, as you can see right here, this is what it has done to me thus far. And under my arm, it is totally black with, I have a little hole. Yesterday, after getting radiation, I had a little hole up under my arm from which the radiation is burning my skin so bad that it's, I guess it's separating. I don't know. I just never anticipated radiation being like this. I went through chemo and I don't think it was this bad. I guess with chemo, um, I had the worst case scenario, and that's what I expected. Radiation, I didn't expect. Worst case scenario. And actually, I guess for my worst case, what I thought was worst case, that my skin would turn uh, colors, and it did. I just didn't expect this rash that's under my breast, and I didn't expect getting sick like I have been. Yesterday, after getting radiation, I got real sick. I got to the point where I had driven myself to radiation like I normally do. But afterwards, I felt so spacey. I probably shouldn't have been driving. Um, so I didn't eat anything actually until last night um, because I began to feel a little hungry. I ate. My daughter and I had gone to Chipotle earlier, and I didn't eat my food. Um, I just put it in the refrigerator. My husband, he had made a smoothie, and he didn't care for it. So I tasted it. I was like, well, it tastes good to me. And that's what I had. And I didn't have anything else to eat until last night. So I ate that, the Chipotle. And I guess a couple of hours later, I began to feel real nauseous. And my husband and I were looking at TV, and he was talking about something, and all I could do was and ran straight to the bathroom, and I was done for the rest of the night. Um, I got so sick that he ended up bringing the sick pail that I had in the hospital out of the garage and set it by my bed in case I would get sick again, and I did. I actually did, and he called the hospital last night and told them that I will not be coming back until next week. I need a break. And my doctor told me on Friday that if I needed a break, that I could definitely go ahead and take one, and I had enough treatments in me. And it's so ironic. Today marks the year after having my mastectomy and reconstruction. I had it last year, October 19th, 2015. And this marks a year. And, all in all, God is still good. He is still able. He is still in the healing business. And I trust and believe that I am healed of this. And, but I'm really second guessing myself with the radiation at this point. They did tell me, it gave me it higher chance of it not coming back. It's not 100% guarantee that the cancer won't come back, but I'm just trusting and believing that I will not ever have cancer again. And you have to believe on these things and think on these things, and that's just what in my heart I believe. Um, um, yes, at times I do lose my train of thought. You have to excuse me, but I am going to try to pick this back up on Monday, and just give my body a break, and give this this hole under my arm chance to heal a little bit before starting again, and just rest. That's what my husband told me to do when he left taking my daughter to school today. He just said, "Baby, just rest today." And I feel like this is all I've been doing, because I have not worked since last year. So I've been resting for a year, and to do this radiation, and it's taking my body through these changes. And right now, like, this arm is weak. I don't know if it's supposed to affect my arm. I don't know. When I see the doctor, I would definitely ask her about that. But my arm feels really weak. It feels like there's something pulling on the inside of the arm, and under it and around the shoulder. It's pretty painful to deal with, but it's all good. It's gonna be fine. I don't want to sound like I'm complaining, but I'm just letting you all know how it affects me, and it doesn't affect everyone the same. Everybody is different. Even my doctor said that being nauseous, getting sick like I am, is very uncommon. I've noticed that I have taken the uncommon side effects to a couple of different things. Even with chemo, my doctor was saying how, a lot of women, their hair thin, get real thin, and mine did get thin around the edges, but that was it. It wasn't bad, it was just a little thin, and it was to where I could notice it was being thin. To someone else looking at me, they didn't know that my hair was thinning around the edges. Also, they said that I would lose weight. I did not lose weight. I maintained my weight. And he told me, he said, you're just going to be different. Uh, I experienced, one of the side effects that I experienced was migraines from chemo. That did intensified. I would get headaches anyway, but the chemo intensified the headaches and turned them out to be migraines. So I dealt with that, and from time to time I deal with it now. I'm trying to see what else. Oh, I did get sick with chemo. I did, but it wasn't bad. It'd be like a couple of days afterwards. It wouldn't happen that day. It just, a couple of days afterwards, I would be kind of sick, but functionable. I could still function. Radiation. This has become, it's very strange for me. I didn't mention that Saturday night I was taking a bath, and I don't know whether I had the water too hot, but with me having hot flashes, and they were coming back to back to back to back to back to back while I was in the tub. And when they would ease up, I was like, well, okay, it eased up, and I could sit here a little while longer. Each time the hot flash came back, it came back more aggressive. And it got to the point where I was like, okay, I'm going to have to get out of the tub. So I got up to get out of the tub, and all I could do was sit on the side. I was still facing inward of the tub, and I became so dizzy that I fell back into the tub. And all I could do was just sit there until I could gather myself to get up again to try to get out. So once I did that and got out of the tub, I ran straight to the toilet, and it just came up, and for a while I couldn't even remember what happened afterwards. I thought I had left the bathroom a mess. I do remember cleaning up the toilet, but that's pretty much it. I know I let the water out of the tub, but I had bubbles in the tub, and I don't really, at one time I didn't remember rinsing the tub out. So when I finished throwing up, I laid down in the bed, and I was calling my husband, and he never heard me. So I just eventually, I guess I just fell asleep on the bed. And I did not tell him till the next morning what had happened. And he was like, I was less than 10 feet away from you. You couldn't have been calling me. And maybe I wasn't calling him as loud as I thought I was. And then when I was telling my dad about it, and he said, you may not even have been calling him at all. You may have just been calling him in your mind. And I was like, I hate for people to tell me, maybe it's all in your mind. But, thinking back, I was like, I could have sworn I was opening my mouth calling him. But, that was a lesson. I would never take another bath, especially while I'm in treatment right now. And I definitely won't take one unless he's in the room or my daughter is here in the room so we can help me out, get out of the tub. And it was the worst experience. A bath is supposed to be a pleasurable experience. It was the worst experience. It was okay until I got sick. So, so my message is, we know your body, and if you are getting treatments, radiation treatments, when your body needs the break, take it. Because I'm definitely taking a break from it. These next 3 days I am going to rest and pick it back up on Monday. And I only have maybe 10 or 11 more days of treatment. And I did not want to take a break. I tell you, I really didn't. I wanted to, because, I'm thinking if I take a break, then this prolongs the time that I would have taken this radiation. So my body calls for a break. So I'm going to take it. So that means I'm going to have 4 days